Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, don't go afraid to go on. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Know y'all can get it on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up, Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, oh man, oh man. Grateful for it. Comes with a huge amount of responsibility. I didn't really know I was going to have to be this responsible. You know, can I share something with y'all? I started out to finally I had gotten on track and was able to see a way to even pursue my dream. It has been a long trip that I've been on, and I've gone through so many phases of it. It is rewarding along the way to accomplish your dreams. What I'm saying is this. Let me put it together because I got so much running through my head right now. You know, it's one thing to accomplish your dreams, but there's joy in the process of achieving it. See, some people are so caught up in the goal, the final goal, that they find no joy, no enjoyment in the process. If you have found what it is you want to do and you strike out on that journey, please understand you are far more blessed than the average person. To know what it is you really want to do, to find your work in life, your purpose, to find out what direction you want to go in is such a blessing. The average person, if you sit down and talk to them, oftentimes don't have their life on track. And it be some people that you looking at, you think got it going on because of their appearance, their swagger. Oh, they walk like it, they talk like it, they look like it. But if you sit down and talk to the average person, man, does not know what their purpose is, has not discovered what they want to do, and have no idea how to get there. If you are on the other side of that, if you understand your purpose, if you have an idea of what you want to be, and you are on your way there, you are truly blessed. And in that blessing, you must recognize it as a blessing. You must recognize the fact that you are on the right side and that there should be a sense of accomplishment and a feeling of pride in you that you are on track to accomplish your goal. See, what used to happen was sometimes I used to keep my nose so on the grindstone that I wouldn't even look up and realize, man, hey, man, I know you're trying to get here, but Steve, hold on, man. Can't you see what you've done so far? Can't you find just some joy in the process? See, a lot of us lose the joy of the blessings God has given us because we looking at the end talking about I ain't there yet. You on your way. I'm going to give you an example. I had a friend who told me that they wanted to be a millionaire. And they asked me some questions. And I told them. So they started the process. And I am telling you, this dude works extremely hard. So about a year later, we were talking. He had found this business. He had set his goal, and he was working towards it. Then about 2 years later, I ran up into him again. We were talking about it and everything. He said, man, I really, really appreciate the advice. He said, man, but this is all jacked up, man, because I still ain't made that million I was talking about. I said, well, hey, man, just keep at it. It's coming. He said, man, keep at it. Man, you know how long I've been doing this? Been 2 years now. And I didn't say that to him, but I said to myself, yeah, 2 years. He said, man, I've been grinding so long, man, it ain't happening for me. I said, wait a minute, man, hold on. I said, about how much you making right now a year? Man, about 250,000. I quit breathing. I said, well, my man, 2 years ago, you didn't have a clue. 2 years later, you making $250,000? I said, man, do you understand how blessed you are? I said, man, your family was about to get put out 2 years ago. You done bought a house? Yeah, man, but this ain't the house I really want. Whoa, partner. Whoa, I got that. The house you really want might cost $5-8 million. I don't know. But, man, y'all got a house. You making the payments. You drive it. You ain't out no more. I said, hold on, man, you got to stop. I said, you got to stop. I said, man, because right now, man, you coming across as real ungrateful to me. And so he said, man, why you tripping like that, man? Man, you act like don't nobody want to have nothing but you. I said, whoa, man, where you going with this conversation? I said, oh, I didn't come to you. I just came to you and asked you how you doing. And I'm trying to point out to you that the journey that you started on, that you are on your way and you are in the process of accomplishing your goals. And can you not feel some joy and some pleasure in your accomplishment? Quit tripping on the fact that you ain't made the million yet. You on your way. You done went from, he thought this dude was making $15,000 a year. You making $250,000 in 2 years, man. Come on, man. Can't you see? Can't you see? So he said eventually, man, I kind of see what you're saying, but that ain't about nothing to me because I ran up into him a year and a half later. How you doing, man? Man, I sure wish I'd appreciated my life when I had it like that. I said, what you mean had it like that? Man, I just fell on some hard times, man. I'm right back where I was. And then we talked. I said, hey, man, don't worry about it. I said, once you know how to accomplish something, I said, you just reapply the same principles and start on over again. Man, you know how hard it is to start over? Okay, my man, hold up, partner. You finna do yourself like this again? First, you wasn't grateful for what you had. Now you're looking at the fact that you might have to start over, and you know how hard it is to start over. Maybe God said, okay, you ain't happy with this? Okay, then handle it your way. You obviously ain't happy with the way I'm bringing it into your life. You want to handle it your way, go ahead and handle it. Because he will let you have it your way. Can I tell you that? He will let you do it exactly the way you want to it because he gives us all the power of choice. So then maybe he said, okay, you don't appreciate the way I'm doing it. You don't like the favor I'm showing you. You think it's taking too long. I'm going to let you do it your way. I'm not going to turn my back on you. I'm just going to let you do it your way. Just say maybe he said that. And now he right back where he was. So what I tried to get the young cat to understand was, man, appreciate your life for what it is. Because like Life Jennings got that song that he got out off this album, I Still Believe. It could have been worse. And now that it is worse, what's on your mind now? Folks, if you are on that side of life where you have figured out what you want to do, you know how you're going to get there, and you know your purpose, you're accomplishing what the majority of people never, ever do. So be grateful for your process. Don't tumble yourself. Don't throw yourself off the cliff. It's going to be all right. Success takes a measure of time. It is not easy. If success were easy, everybody would be successful.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody involved from around the world, get your radios and turn them up. If you're on an iPad, let it go up. If you have an Android, we'll do the same. But whatever it is, we're about to call your name. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and Steve Harvey am I. I want everybody to raise your hands way up high and say good morning. Well, Steve Harvey Morning Show is on and cracking. Yeah.
Nice.
That's called build up.
It was.
That was build up. That was
Poetry right there, Joe.
You know,
That
you do know the Flavor Flav job is open, so if you're looking to go into that way. Yeah.
Well, how's everybody doing
Jay?
today? We're going to skip over the individual.
Yeah.
We're going to do this as a group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody
let's do it.
stay an arm and a half length away.
Put your arms out. Everybody arms are tip to tip.
Move over.
These are the
Joe?
rules of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and we'll do it by song. I feel coronavirus.
What key is that? What key? What key?
I feel coronavirus. Hey.
Don't stand next to me.
On do.
Spread your ass away.
Yeah.
I don't want to catch that virus.
No, sir.
Not tomorrow or today.
Sang it, Jay.
If you sneeze on me, you're gonna
Achoo.
have hell to pay.
Pay.
I don't want that coronavirus. Please stay away. Go ahead, take it, Tommy.
Oh,
I can't do it.
I
you
take
can.
the job. He don't want it.
Oh, wait a minute.
I take the job.
Let me give it to you first. You just can't take it.
Okay.
It ain't right to just grab and take it. Take it, Steve. Oh,
I don't want to get the virus. Why ain't nobody sitting beside us?
yeah.
We came in here alone. If you scoot next to me, you're going home. These are the rules that we play by. 'Cause don't none of us wanna die. These are the rules for the virus. Please come on, but don't sit beside us. I got it. Didn't mean to say that. Got it.
You need a duo.
I want to take that back. I got it.
Couple
That
of them.
ain't what you want to say. I got it.
Hey,
You going to hell today, Moan.
All right. Coming up in 32 minutes
Yeah, that's the Corona song.
Okay, that was good.
Thank you, Jay.
The Corona
after
song.
the hour.
Coronas.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
black Coronas.
We'll get a little
But the whole
serious
room
and talk
got quiet
more.
when he said, I think I got it.
Didn't mean to say that.
We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So, TV and game show audiences are canceled. Does that mean you as well, Steve, with Family Feud now?
Just got the notice last night that next week's shows will be done without a studio audience.
Wow.
Oh, man.
For the first time ever.
Really?
Ever. Wow.
11 shows over. Over.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to speak to someone in the audience, like someone from the crew or something?
No,
'Cause you
I'ma tell-
love
I'ma
having
tell-
an audience.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know what they're telling me. I'm going to just tell these jokes and laugh my damn self.
The crew's good. The crew let you know for real, though. They really let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
You'll be fine.
sporting events have been canceled. We know about the NBA. They're talking about spring training in baseball, soccer,
March Madness.
all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. March
Well,
Madness, no audience.
I have a question that nobody has
What?
brought up about a cancellation, about concern of groups and stuff. the strip clubs. Will the strip clubs please, will they stay open? Will they close? I mean, this is serious.
I mean, we come on now. We can't shut that down. Now we gotta have somewhere to
Tommy,
escape.
you're not gonna go in there and slap butt.
If I put some Perel on my hands, I am.
Tommy,
Yes, I am.
Tommy,
But-
you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. I don't think you.
He's married. Does he
We're
remember?
not
Obviously, he
talking
don't
about being
care.
married. We talking about the club right now, sir.
Well,
Making
you're
it rain.
talking,
about
though.
making it rain.
Tommy, you're talking.
But Jay said something. I'm just.
No,
I'm
asking
but
the
you
question.
said you gonna go in there long as you put Perel on.
He said it.
I don't know
Well, I'm just
what.
speaking for. No, hold on. I'm just speaking for people who want to
Wanna
go.
go. He's not speaking
Yeah,
for himself.
let me correct it. I'm talking
But
about
check
you
people.
this
said
out,
we.
Steve. Check this out, Steve. Check this out.
Yeah.
They just came out with this today. They have Perel with glitter in it, and once that hits the market, once that hits the market, it is over with. Yeah.
Perel with glitter.
So when you come home smelling like Perel and glitter,
Boy.
And
some you
You know
got
something,
some
man?
explaining to do.
I just
What, Steve?
And you jumping in it because
yeah, he's getting something.
You see, he got quiet.
he got real
thought
had to
better
catch
of
himself.
He thought better of himself.
What you
Yeah.
looking over there
Go ahead,
for?
say it. Don't say it. Say it.
I mean, he stopped in mid sentence though. Did you hear?
I did.
What is it, Steve? What is it? Let me hear it.
you know, I can't really get in that.
No.
That is so inviting, though.
Well, just pretend.
You know,
He gonna be a
you
good
know.
Christian the whole time.
Okay.
Well, all right, I'm gonna just tell you this.
Here we go.
I came up with a new money-making device.
What's that?
If you go into the strip clubs, I'm selling at the door
Come on.
baby wipe containers for you to put your singles in.
Yes.
And as you pull them out, they are sanitized
I like
There
that.
you go.
like a baby wipe. So you pull each single out and it come out
It's
like a
already
baby wipe.
moist.
And it's
I love
already
it.
sanitized.
Already
I
moist.
like that.
So what you
Yes.
about 100 per bucket on? How you do
Yes,
that?
yes.
Yeah, I do them hundreds. I go up to 500. I come
Yes.
up. I got a Home Depot 5-gallon paint can that I use. And for bachelor parties, I bring in a 55-gallon industrial size rain barrel.
Wow. That's nice.
Ooh, the rain
I have another invention, Steve.
Sanitized
This is
money.
on the market.
What do you have?
What I have is they have the thongs. Like when you
Yeah.
put money in the thong, you can pull out a wet wipe right there. So you put money in,
Yeah.
put money in,
And then
and
the wet
you're
wipe
allowed
come
to
out.
pull a wet wipe
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, just
And
wipe
you
your hands, boy.
Yeah.
Wipe your hands.
That
That's
keep
nice.
that keep the
Thong
party going.
wipe.
I came out with one
What you got?
Here we
What you
go.
got?
at the bottom of the stripper pole.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
I have these small misting nozzles pointed up at the pole
I like
that
that.
skeets Lysol on the pole the entire time you perform.
Yeah.
I like
Oh, he's all the way in now.
Nah,
He's
girl.
all
a
in.
lot of these big
This is
strippers are
safe.
gonna
It's
bust
safe.
their ass wide open, but
Yeah.
they will be sanitized.
We've
It's
seen
booty
it though.
salt.
We've
Booty
seen
salt.
it happen though. They got strong jaws.
It's what, Tommy?
It's booty
said
salt,
we
not
seen it
light
happen
salt, Shirley.
before.
That's booty salt.
Yeah, they can call.
got
They can
strong
fall
jaws.
from a long way down.
You got strong
So,
jaws.
so Steve, you're just in it now. Because at first you said you just
he's
had
all the
one
way
thing.
in.
to
Well, I
say.
mean, we
You're all the way
solving
in.
problems, and being a Christian, I should be about. Here's another one I just came up with.
He's in, Shirley, like you said.
All the way.
All the curtains at burlesque shows, strip clubs, all the curtains is now made out of baby wipes.
I like
Nice.
yeah.
As soon as you shove them open, they go all up your arm and everywhere.
Yeah, you can put them at the door at the strip club. Yeah, when you come in.
I got
You get
another one for
sanitized.
you. Oh, we doing it. This is to keep strip clubs open. We doing, I've created this thing at a bar. It's a bar item. It's a drink. It's called
Okay.
an immune shot.
Okay. What's in that?
The immune shot is a small shot of tequila and a cup of Listerine.
Just
drinking that?
Okay, let me jump in real quick.
Yeah.
Because the best thing at a strip club is the wings. So I'm going to have wing wipes. So you wipe yourself. Wing wipes. And wipe yourself before you eat your wings. You understand? Wing wipes. $5 wing wipes.
Wing.
I said it. $5 wing wipes.
Okay. All right. I think we've covered it.
Yeah.
Coming up
Strip
next,
clubs
the
are staying
nephew.
open, huh?
Yeah.
We going tonight. We going
Nephew
tonight.
Nephew in the building with Run That Prank Back right after this. Come on, tell me one more time.
Wing white, $5 wing white.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Tom Hanks could face a greater risk of complications from the coronavirus due to his pre-existing medical condition. Also, famous psychic Sylvia Brown. Remember her? She used to be on the Montel Williams show all the time. Yeah. The psychic, she predicted, she predicted the coronavirus
this ain't
a long
gonna be
time
good.
ago.
Go ahead.
Long time ago. She talked about the coronavirus so many years ago. But anyway, Miss Ann is standing by with today's national news. But right now, it is time for the nephew to run that prank back.
Well, we running it back, Shirley. Got so many text messages yesterday on it. Let's do it. Exotic delivery. Exotic delivery.
Hello.
Hello, I am trying to reach Adrian. Adrian.
Yeah, this is he. How can I help you?
How you doing? My name is Rashad. I'm with GPT, and we have a delivery for you. I'm going to be arriving probably in the next, I guess about the next 90 minutes. Are you actually at the house, sir?
No, I'm not at home right now. But I mean, you can just go ahead and leave whatever it is. My wife and kids can probably get it when they're home from school. So. Let
me make sure I got the address right. Are you 38 North River Drive?
Yeah, that's my address.
Okay, so is anyone there right now at all?
No, nobody is home right now. I don't understand why you can't just leave the package there for us.
Well, this has to be signed, and I have you on here as the handler for this delivery. So I definitely got to get quite a few signatures from you. I got about 5 or 6 pieces of paper, sheets that you need to sign off on. What time does your wife get there, sir?
She'll be there later. What do you mean? I'm a handler. Handling what? What are you delivering?
This is GPT, sir. This is global pet transport. We have 2 peacocks, we have a seal, and we have a baby kangaroo that we're dropping off today.
Okay, there's got to be some kind of mistake, right? We have a dog. That's it. We're not an animal sanctuary here. I don't understand what you're talking about. We didn't a kangaroo, a seal.
I mean, you're Adrian, correct?
Yeah, that's my name, man. But
okay, and you're 38 North River Drive.
Listen. Yes, that is accurate. But again, I'm not a handler. I'm not handling things. Okay.
Okay, so sir. Let me. If there is some confusion, your name is here. Your address is here. So I don't see where I have a problem. Everything I'm asking you, you're saying is correct, except now you're saying you don't want your delivery.
My delivery, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is not. I didn't order a kangaroo. I didn't order these things. Okay.
A kangaroo, a seal, and 2 peacocks.
That doesn't even make sense, man. 2 peacocks. Whose order is this? This is not my order, man. You got my name. Here's
what we need to do. Will your wife be here? Be at the house within the next 90 minutes?
She might be, but what are you saying?
What I'm going to do is leave them here. Leave them at your place. And you can call the company that shipped them, and you can figure out what went wrong or what not. But it is my to leave these animals there.
What's your name, brother? What's your name, brother?
My name is Rashad.
Rashad, let me tell you something right now, okay? You're not about to leave no animals at my house, okay? You're not leaving no peacocks. You're not leaving no kangaroos. You're not leaving no seals, okay? We're not having a petting zoo at my house. When I get to my house, Rashad, ain't no animals gonna be there, okay? Okay, you know what? Hold on a second. Okay, let me get my wife on the phone here, all right? Let me call my wife.
Well, hang on, sir. Okay? Listen, sir, I don't have time for you to reach out to your wife, for you to try to figure out what you're going to do about your kangaroo, your peacocks, your seal. I got to make this drop. I got to keep moving. I have other animals on the truck.
I don't give a about your other animals, okay? I'm going to call my wife. I'm going to see if she maybe ordered the damn kangaroo or seal, okay? Because I know I didn't order all right? We're going to figure this out, okay? And she's not going to...
Okay, hey, sir, listen to me. Listen to me, sir. You can figure this out when you get home. Right now, I'm now about an hour out. I'm going to drop the animals, okay? If there's something...
Rashad.
Sir, if it's not yours, somebody will come back tomorrow and pick them up.
What the you mean somebody gonna come back and pick them up tomorrow? I'm not gonna have no seal at my house overnight. Who the you think I am, huh? I ain't Mary Poppins, man. I ain't out here doing nothing with these animals like this. You're crazy, Rashad. Please, if there's a animal at my house when I arrive, so help me God.
So help you God what? You gonna have the animal's gonna be there when you get there, man. You're not finna you slowing up my whole delivery route today. Okay? I ain't got time for this.
I ain't got time for this either, man. I'm not Noah.
But why you order a kangaroo if you don't want it now?
If I didn't order the kangaroo, that's why I don't want the kangaroo, because I didn't order the kangaroo. Why else be telling me what the I ordered and what the I want, okay? This is the worst customer service in the world. I'm not even a customer of yours. You trying to tell me that I got a kangaroo, a peacock, and peacocks, plural.
You have two peacocks. You have two peacocks, sir.
This doesn't even make any sense, man. What the I'm going to do with those animals? Huh? Those animals
I don't know what you're going to do with them, but you're going to sign this paperwork, though. That's what you're going to do.
Are you out your mind if you thinking I'm signing that paperwork?
Hey, man, listen,
animals, man.
I don't want to whoop your ass at your house in front of your wife and kids behind some damn animals. I don't. But you're going to sign my paperwork.
I wish you would. I wish you would try to whip my ass in front of them. I'm about to show my kids what it looks like when a motherfucker show up and talks real reckless, okay? You showed up here with a damn caravan of animals like I'm in the this is ridiculous, okay? Huh? No, out of my face, man. This is ridiculous.
There's only one thing only one last thing I need to tell you, to be honest with you.
What is that?
The only thing I can tell you now, Adrian, is that I am Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife Bridget got me to prank phone call you.
Oh, man, you got to be f***ing kidding me. Oh, man. Woo, wow. Oh, this is...
You don't want the delivery, man? You don't want...
I don't want the kangaroo, man. Who the f*** orders a kangaroo? Who orders those animals together, man? You got to be high out your mind to order those damn animals together.
All right, baby. Give it to me. 2020. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land? Let me hear it, Adrian.
It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
Ain't nothing wrong with a nice kangaroo delivery, a seal,
that
two
kangaroo.
peacocks. What's wrong with that?
The seal.
Shirley, quit clapping your hands.
But I don't know what a kangaroo sounds like. I just don't. Or
I
a
don't
peacock,
either.
for that matter.
I don't either. Or a peacock, but you got that seal down pat, though.
Yeah,
I don't know why you got
me.
me.
It's like she a real seal.
That makes me get into it, Junior.
What?
Okay.
Oh, honey, these animals.
We learning more about you every day. You know that, though.
No, it turns me on. I don't know. Go ahead.
Okay.
Wow.
Montgomery, Alabama, tomorrow night at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. I will be there. They might have about 9-10 tickets left at that Performing Arts Center, so get them last 9 or 10. If not, I'm just going to make them comp tickets. Either way it go, I'm going to be sold out, so it is what it is. The nephew at the Gump, baby, so come see me. With a kangaroo, 2 peacocks, and a seal.
Coming up.
Seal, man. Clapping her hands.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment and some national news with Miss Ann right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Tom Hanks could be facing a greater risk of complications from the coronavirus due to a pre-existing medical condition. Hanks, of course, won the Oscar 2 times. He announced Wednesday night that he and his wife, Rita Wilson, have been tested positive for COVID-19. And Tom Hanks, in case you didn't know, has type 2 diabetes.
Wow.
So that does further complicate his situation.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's sad. Definitely praying for him and his family. In other entertainment news, psychic Sylvia Brown predicted the coronavirus pandemic. A page from her book has been shared on social media. Kim Kardashian tweeted it last night to her 64 million followers. Sylvia Brown wrote, What?
I'm just listening to how many followers she got. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
And
64
that's
million.
just Twitter.
Mhm.
That's her Twitter
Yeah.
followers. That's not even Instagram.
Sylvia Brown wrote the book The End of Days. It was published back in 2008. She wrote that in the year 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. In her crystal ball, Sylvia also saw that this disease would miraculously vanish as quickly as it arrived, only to return years later. So, back then.
Did she give us the date it's going to vanish? Do we have that date?
She knows so much, huh?
Call it Dionne
Yeah, we
Warwick.
need to know
Probably
that date.
Yeah, do you have the vanish date? That's what we need.
That's what we need.
That'd be great.
That'd be great right about now.
Why you seeing stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look and
Go
you don't
back
see
in
the
there.
vanish date?
Yeah. I ain't impressed the prediction date. The
Put
vanish
your
date
glasses
was what
on
we
see if you
need.
can see the vanish date. That's what we need. We need a vanish date.
Yeah. Man.
We wouldn't have believed it anyway.
No.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Back then, 2008, we probably wouldn't have.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, all this corona. Did you see Trump getting elected? Did you see that?
Wish you would have gave us a heads up about that.
Yeah.
Man.
You've been sitting on too much information.
Man. Help us.
Like Steve said, since you know all this.
Yeah, so you
Too much
seeing
information.
everything.
Do you see him? Please tell me you don't see him for the next 4 years. Please tell me you don't
We
see
cannot take another 4 years of him.
that. No, we can't.
We can't.
No, we can't.
No. No, we cannot.
She can tell us
I
what
would
she
be.
sees.
Let me tell you this about the election. I would be very, very surprised if there was not a record turnout in this election. I would be very, very surprised.
People to vote him out, you mean?
Yeah, because this is the most polarized this nation has ever been.
Ever.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
In our lifetime, for
yeah,
sure.
in terms of modern politics. You know, we were very polarized against slavery as an issue. Very polarized, you know. But Nancy, I'm. Did I just say but Nancy?
You said Nancy, yeah.
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 Because man, I was sitting up there and
but
across
Nancy.
Surely.
on CNN, Nancy name come up and I just said it. I was looking.
That's 63, dog. That's what that
No. That's
you know
your
how-
mind connects to what a
You say
visual.
it.
I'm
Right.
talking, and the visual Nancy Pelosi came up, and I went and Nancy.
Well,
Yeah. Like if you're
good thing you wasn't in
writing,
the
if you're
strip
writing
club, 'cause
and
you'd
you're in a
have said something
conversation,
else.
you
That's great.
you write down what you say. Yeah,
But
that's
a
crazy.
ball.
All right, Steve. All right, Steve. We got to get to the headlines, please. Let's go.
Ladies and
on,
gentlemen,
With Nancy.
Miss Ann Tripp.
Good morning, everybody. It's unfortunately become a rather common occurrence in recent weeks anyway. As reports of coronavirus infections rise, the stock market dives on the heels of the World Health Organization's designation of the coronavirus as a pandemic. Yesterday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped by more than 2,300 points before recovering a bit. After two players in the Utah Jazz tested positive for COVID-19, the NBA canceled the rest of its season. And by the end of yesterday, Major League Baseball, hockey, U.S. soccer, all following suit by either ending or postponing their team schedules. Also, no March Madness this year. Hundreds of Americans, meanwhile, have lost their jobs this week, mostly in the areas of trucking, travel, tourism, events, things like that. At the ports of the country, travel agencies, a lot of people have lost their jobs already. At least 6 states have closed their schools. Ohio, Michigan, Maryland, and also the Seattle and San Francisco schools are also closed. Now, President Trump is telling Americans to practice so-called social distancing to tamp down the spread of the virus by avoiding crowds, by working from home or on off hours, and generally keeping your distance from other people.
It's a world problem, and you do need separation in some cases. You have some areas that are very heavily infected, and you have some areas that aren't, frankly, but we do need separation for a little period of time in some cases.
Well, however, presidential hopeful Joe Biden is really critical of Trump. He says he took the virus too casually for too long and that his response now is grossly inefficient.
Protecting the health and safety of the American people is the most important job of any president. And unfortunately, this virus laid bare the severe shortcomings of the current administration. Public fears are being compounded by pervasive lack of trust in this president. Our government's ability to respond effectively has been undermined by hollowing out our agencies and disparagement of science.
And Bernie Sanders, by the way, expressed some similar feelings on this thing. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says Democrats are close to passing a money measure designed to provide free testing for the coronavirus and also for paid sick leave for people who test positive for it or who care for people who have it.
People are concerned about, of course, their health and the health of their children. If they are losing their jobs because nobody's coming to the restaurant or whatever it is, then we have to be there with some help for them.
By the way, we have the Canadian Prime Minister's wife now. Gary Trudeau's wife has now tested positive for the coronavirus, so they're staying home. The Prime Minister is handling his business via Skype and via phone. President Trump says he's against, by the way, that aid package that Nancy Pelosi now pushing. And finally today, tear your heart out and hair out there. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A lot of changes due to the coronavirus outbreak. As we know, the NBA has canceled its season. Broadway has shut down. It's gone dark. Viking Cruises and Princess Cruises are suspending their operations for the next 2 months. No NCAA March Madness. Major League Baseball has delayed the start of the season for 2 weeks. Another player in the NBA, Utah Jazz star Donovan Mitchell, has tested positive for the coronavirus. He said player Rudy Gobert, who was also tested, was being careless in the locker room. Now, what do you guys know about that?
Well, but listen to me. I was watching Stephen A. Smith. Rudy Gobert is a really nice guy. The fact that he was hugging on people and touching people, he didn't know that he had the virus at the time. He just didn't know. And just jokingly, when people was teasing him about it, he would walk around hugging people, touching them. I watched the interview when he got up from the microphone at the press conference. He reached back and rubbed his hands over all the microphone.
Right.
Everybody was laughing. You know, and then he tried it off.
You know what? I understand he's a good dude and everything, but if I'm the teammate that he gave it to, that's an ass whooping. I'm just sorry. That's an ass whooping.
And as a comedian, we all know the phrase "you play too much," and that's what this is.
You know, I say that every day.
And that's what this ass whooping is about.
That's what the ass whooping is. And you can get an ass whooping for playing too much, Steve. You know this.
I know.
But he's sick. That's what I'm saying.
They both sick, Shirley.
Yeah, he's sick.
No, you can't.
It's gonna be one.
Play too much.
Two sick people can have a fight, Shirley.
But right after we finish fighting, though, I want to trade. I want a whole new locker room when we finish.
If they don't trade him, I don't know much about sports, but nobody's going to take a pass from him or throw him the ball.
Or throw a pass.
It's not going to happen. No.
4 quarters of basketball by yourself.
Yeah. And they're treating it like when Magic caught AIDS, and the comparisons that we don't know what it does.
And I take issue with the word that you used, leader. Jay, please.
Right. We got a man in the White House. I take that back.
That's it.
Would you say, Jay? Oh, boy.
Now, you know what, though? I saw his 10-minute speech about the coronavirus. I mean, you know, of course he read it and someone else wrote it. I got it. Though that's not his words. That wasn't his cadence. He looked uncomfortable reading it. He doesn't do teleprompter real well. He'll never have that skill set. But I thought overall he did the right thing until I turned on CNN. They felt he left out so many things that I had never thought of it. And then I watched Fox, and it was the greatest speech in the history of presidents of modern time. I've just said, boy,
all right.
No, really.
All right, coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, things your mate will do to get on your nerves if you have to be quarantined due to the coronavirus. Okay. That's coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Jay, you are here, over there.
Here.
You're here, but you're over there.
Stand over there. Don't come too close. Nobody comes close to nobody.
Yeah. So what do you have? You have some things that your mate might do to get on your nerves if you have to be quarantined?
Locked up with your mate for a while, whatever they do is going to get on your nerves. So I got about 10. I'm going to do 5, and then y'all come on in, because I know y'all got some. I'm going to read a couple.
I don't have any.
You got some. You trust me, you'll get some. Number one, could you stop? Could you just please stop sitting down all the damn time? Every time I look at you, you're sitting. Just stop it.
What you want him to do?
It's getting on my nerve. Please. Here's another one. Every time I look up, you're sitting somewhere. You're just sitting. Number two, here we go, another one. Could you stop breathing so hard? Please.
Really?
I hear it. It's getting on my nerves.
Hey, everything gets on your nerve.
Yeah. Getting on my nerves. Now, here's another one. Could you...
Here's another one.
Here's another one. Things that will get on your nerves when you're in cabin fever with your mate. Could you stop chewing so damn loud? Do you have to chew so loud? Do you really?
Well, your nerves are bad.
Yeah. Could you do something with your hair? Just because we can't go out don't mean you can't. Damn. Just because we can't go
sick,
nowhere.
I don't have any energy.
You can't walk around fixed up and making yourself presentable.
No.
Please. Okay. Dang. All right, there's one more. Then y'all come in. I got one more.
Cool.
This ain't the only TV in the house. Do you
Come on,
to
boy.
be in here?
Thank you, Jay.
Under me.
That's it right there.
Man.
Is it necessary? We got 17 TVs in here. Why are
That's
you
why
in
you've been
here?
divorced 10 times.
Go ahead.
I'm going to sleep
Go ahead.
upstairs. Can you sleep downstairs? All right? I ain't got to see you. You ain't got to see me. Thank you.
These are things your mate might do.
Yeah.
Steve,
To
I
get
know
on your
you
nerves.
want one. I know you
All
want
right,
one.
dear.
See?
I am tired of hearing this water. Will you stop washing your damn hands?
But I gotta wash my hands.
Just water, 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 water. That's all I'm hearing. Quit washing your damn hands.
Go ahead, Junior.
Things your mate might do to get on your
Come
nerves.
on. Man, they said we was quarantined. They said we was quarantined. They didn't say we had to be hungry. Is you gonna cook anything? What is we in here for? They said we was quarantined, not starving.
Why is he looking at me?
Damn. Just turn it on. See if it works.
I didn't cook before.
Before the corona.
Yeah, I could go.
God. Oh.
Okay,
All right,
I
come
got
on.
another.
Things your mate might do to get on your nerves.
Okay, could you please stop walking so damn hard? Just hard walking all around the house.
Are you stupid?
All I'm hearing is hard walking. Why are you walking so hard? Where are you going? Where are you in a rush
Told me
to
not to
get
sit
to?
down.
I know, but
told me
just
not to
hard,
sit
just plum, just hard walking.
Could you please,
Wash my hands.
please quit walking past me naked? I do not want to do nothing with you. I don't. You quit passing by here. It's not fixed to happen.
Man.
God, put some clothes on.
These are things that your mate might do to get on your nerves if you have to be quarantined for 14 days.
God.
You can't do anything.
Go ahead, man.
Every time I come out the bathroom, you're on the phone. What is you and your mama talking about? About everything? Quit talking about everything we doing in here.
Can I do the last one?
Come on.
Come on,
Please.
Will you please wash them sick-ass pajamas? Wash your sick-ass pajamas.
Quarantine.
We ain't healed now.
Go to Steve Harvey FM on Instagram or Facebook to comment. And coming up next, Nephew Tommy is here with today's prank phone call. We can't breathe, we can't sit, we can't walk, we can't.
What? You're sitting down. Damn.
All right, Nephew Tommy, today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today's subject. I'm too old for these games. I'm too old for these games. Right now? Yeah. Nephew Tommy in the building with today's prank phone call.
Do y'all mind? Do you mind if I be stupid? Do you mind?
Yes. Please.
Okay.
Do we have a choice?
Uncle Steve, I think you're going to love this title right here. Here it is. You gonna let them white folk help you get your ass whooped.
Wow.
Let's go, cat.
Wow.
Hello?
Hey, I'm trying to reach Terrell.
Yeah, this is Terrell. Who this?
Hey, Terrell, this is Drake. Hey, you work the day shift, right?
Yeah, I work at the day shift. I'm actually at work right now. What's going on? You need
All right,
something?
I'm on the night shift with Deshaun and Jamal. I'm on the night shift with them.
I don't know them, but is it something I can help you with, man? I'm at work, brother. What's going on?
Yeah, we got a problem. So listen, us on the night shift, we hearing that you supposed to be telling everybody that we ain't doing something right. Listen, when we get a load in at the dock, we check that load in, we file it like we supposed to file it, and then we take the forklift and put everything where it's supposed to be. That's what we do.
What they got to do with me, brother? I'm at work
because
right now.
they saying that you saying that we ain't doing our job right on the night shift.
Who is they? You got the wrong person, brother. Who is they? For one, don't tell me what they said. Who said?
You Terrell, right?
Yeah, it's Terrell, but who is they? And I ain't say nothing like that. You got the wrong person,
but let me go clear it up like this here though. Don't let them white folks help you get your whooped. Here?
Yeah, my well, who gonna whoop my brother?
Dog, I'm telling you right now, if we get one more complaint about they talking about the night shift ain't doing something right, I'm gonna tell you right now, we coming up there to the day shift, and you gonna get your ass whooped. You gonna let them white folks help you get your ass whooped, man.
What are you talking about, brother? For one, I ain't making any complaints. If you bring your black on down here, then you talking about whooping somebody. Come on down here. I'll put this forklift up your.
Hey, bro, you can do all this woofing you doing right now. You can do all this woofing. What I'm letting you know is one more complaint go down about somebody saying something about the night shift. I'm coming up there personally.
God, bring your down here then, man. I ain't trying to hear all this bullshit. I'm at work right now. You calling me with this bullshit. I don't even know who you are. Talking about the night shift. Matter of fact, don't come down during the day shift. I'll wait for your to come to the night shift.
Well, you can do what you want to do.
I'll work a double and whip your and work that double.
Whatever you got to do. It don't matter to me, Terrell. It don't matter to me. All I'm saying is, you up there.
You shouldn't have told you leave. Don't call me with this bullshit.
Why you running your mouth? Why you running your mouth, folks? Why are you running your mouth to them white folks talking about we ain't doing our job on the night shift?
Nobody nothing. You better call somebody else. Don't call me with this bullshit now.
So why your voice getting high? Cause you're lying.
Wait, thinking, what the you talking about? Who called me with this? Hey,
man.
You working tonight?
Hey,
you working tonight?
Okay, I'm working tonight. I'm working tonight. You
tonight. I'm gonna stay over. I'm gonna work a double just to whoop your ass.
Okay, well come get this double ass whooping then. Okay, come get this double ass whooping because we already done found out you the person running your mouth to them white folks talking about the night shift. Night shift ain't do. Night shift ain't put this way it was supposed to go. Night shift ain't checked this order in right. Night shift. You blaming every.
Why don't you stop up and people will stop saying you messed up? Stop up and people won't complain on the day shift. It sounds
we messing up on the night shift. That's what I'm telling you, boy.
It sounds like you up. They probably need to fire your.
Okay, cool. Ignorant. You know what? How long before you get off, man? How long before you get off? How long before you get off?
I'm working a double. I'm getting paid to whoop your tonight. Come on in, boy.
All right,
Come
cool.
on, boy.
Cool. Let's say no more. So how your wife Cynthia doing?
What? How you know my wife, man?
How's she doing?
How the do you know my wife?
I'm asking you a question,
You
Terrell.
really cruising for a bruising. You really cruising for a bruising. How the you know my wife, man? Huh? How you know my wife, huh?
I'm finna tell you. You want to know how I know your wife?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how I know your wife?
Yeah. How you know my wife?
Terrell, this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife Cynthia got me to prank phone call you.
What? Steve Harvey Morning Show. What?
Terrell, slow down. This nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife Cynthia.
Ooh, nephew Tommy, you almost got your ass whooped, boy. God, I was star 69 in the out this call. I was coming to whoop that boy. God, you damn near got me fired. The whole factory looking at me right now. God, I might have to kick your just for this if I get fired. Hey, this was nephew Tommy. Yeah, from the Steve Harvey Show. God, yeah, nephew Tommy talking to him right now.
Hey, Terrell, do me a favor, man. You got to tell me this, baby. It's 2020. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Oh, man, y'all got me.
Yay.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay,
You
Dre.
play
You ain't got to come to the day shift. I just come to the night shift.
He said, I'm getting paid.
I'm getting paid.
You ain't got to come to the day shift. We just going to come to the night shift.
There you have it, baby. I will be at Montgomery Performing Arts Center tomorrow night. Come on out and see the food live and in person and be way more stupid than this. Yes, I got a gift called Stupid, and I'm exploiting it everywhere I go. How am I doing, y'all? That's stupid.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 103. It's 103.
Thank you, Jay.
103.
Thank you.
No. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Please.
Tommy, how do you think you're doing? Let me
Oh,
just
my
ask
God.
that.
I think I'm leading the stupidity race. I really do.
Yeah.
I think if it was a
What was the
campaign,
word?
Especially
What's
when
the
you
word
think the
used?
word is looting. Yeah.
leading the
No,
stupidity
you
race.
said looting, which
and I corrected myself.
yeah, but proves though that
How stupid
stupidity is in front at all times.
What was the word you used last week, Tommy? Remember that word? What was that word?
I forgot.
Yeah.
What-
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Spelled with an
Still-
F.
Still holds up. Still holds up.
Yes.
Still
Thank
holds
you.
up.
I am
That's all.
Hadn't lost any of
man.
it.
Thank you, sir.
Ooh, Team
Thank you.
Tommy.
Just as phenomenal as the first time I heard the word phenomenal. That's how damn phenomenal that is.
Spell
Now,
it
hold
again,
up.
Tommy.
Yeah, but if you remember,
F-O,
wow.
What's the?
But if you remember,
phenomenal.
but if you remember, the Team Tommy fell apart for a moment.
No, he didn't. Don't let him
Yes,
try to
it
break
did.
us up.
Because
What he's doing.
no,
It
What
did.
he's doing.
When,
no,
when
no,
you
Steve?
did.
When,
You did.
Steve?
because when
Phenomenal.
Jay said
He's trying to break us up.
the first time
La 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 la.
the
la,
name
la,
phenomenal was
la, la,
used
la,
was
la,
to
la.
describe Tommy. You bought
blah.
that out.
No.
You bought that out, and it was done in a
Don't
very
let
negative
him
way.
come between us, man.
Yes, yeah. Oh, he
got it.
don't worry about it.
La la la
Tommy,
la la.
Tommy, don't look in
He's not
Satan's
listening.
eye. Don't let him pull you in. Don't look in his eye.
Jay,
Man.
Jay, I would put some Lysol on these hands and knock him clean out.
Spray him
I'm
with
telling
some
you.
Lysol, man. He's a virus. He's a virus, man. Don't let him get
Wow.
He's a virus. He's shutting
let
it
him
down.
spread.
He's a virus.
Okay, so one more time so we can get this straight. How do you spell phenomenal, Tommy?
Fo, F-O,
Oh, girl.
Namo, N-O-M-O, phenomenal. Right there.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Well, first of all, I know it's going to throw you off to understand that it starts with a P.
And why is that?
Lies,
Well,
lies.
They messed the phone up with that. They did that.
See, the same people that spell phones probably spell phenomenal.
And there's something wrong with them.
There's something wrong with who, Tommy?
Phone, boy. It's an F.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you. Up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject, I'm too old for these games. We'll get into it right after this.
Like psychiatrist. That's stupid.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. That's for you, Jay.
Thank you so much.
Buckle up.
You're welcome.
Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. The Strawberry Letter.
Subject, I'm too old for these games. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 57-year-old, very attractive widow. I started back dating 4 years ago after giving myself time to deal with the loss of my husband. Over a year ago, I met a really nice man at a bar, and he told me I was gorgeous and he'd love to take me to dinner. We went on our first date, and I was hooked. He told me he was looking for a deep sexual connection, and whoever he was with, he would treat her like a queen. For our second date, I met him at his home, or should I say estate. He has a very plush lifestyle and 3 luxury cars. He surprised me with dinner at his house with a private chef, and after that, we made love. He let me know that he would cater to all of my wants and needs and take me on many adventures. The next week, he invited me to travel overseas with him on a business trip. Since we met, he has taken me on several deluxe trips, and I am treated like a princess when we're together. He is 63 years old and divorced, so I thought he was interested in building a great relationship with me.
Wait a minute.
He must have felt... Huh?
I had a flashback. Go ahead.
Oh, you're 63. He's 63 years old and divorced.
I ain't saying nothing to nobody like that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He is 60. Don't tell him.
That's right.
yourself,
Clear it up
Steve.
here, Steve. If you clear it up here, you don't have to clear it up.
Jay, I'm just trying to deal with it. Just, you know.
Please don't listen to Jay. Yeah. He's 63 years old and divorced, so I thought he was interested in building a great relationship with me. He must have felt that I was getting too caught up, so he sat me down one day and let me know that our quote-unquote arrangement only works if I know my place. He said I should stay beautiful, be ready to travel, and always ready to satisfy him sexually. I was so hurt and upset. He gave me no signs that he was an old player. Now I've fallen for him, and I don't want to stop seeing him. Should I take what I can get at my age, or should I end this and forget those great trips? Well, I got to disagree with you because he said it up front. He said it up front. He was looking for a deep sexual connection. He said that. He said that. Plain as day to you. Yeah, you got caught up. But to answer your question, I just think that, you should get what you want. If this is not what you want, don't settle. It doesn't have anything to do with how old you are, anything like that. I mean, just because he's rich and he can afford to take you on these exotic trips and all of this and do whatever, it doesn't mean that he owns you. It doesn't mean that he can run you. It doesn't mean any of that. You're a grown woman. And if it's a relationship you want and need, then that's what you should have. It just won't be with him. It just will not be with Mr. 63 years old and divorced, taking you everywhere. It's not going to be with him because he told you he wanted a sexual connection, a deep sexual connection. You cannot have it both ways with this man. It's either his way or no way. He's already told you to know your place in this arrangement. He's called it an arrangement. He's giving you all these words. All the signs are there. All of them are there. Some women would happily and gladly, deal with this so-called arrangement. They would be happy to go on all these exotic trips and have to do nothing but look beautiful. But this situation is not for you. You're in love and you want, instead of a deep sexual connection with him, you want a relationship possibly to lead to a marriage and all that. So this is not for you. So yes, I say to you, end this. Forget all those great trips and all of that because you're not going to be able to do this with him because he's not looking for what you're looking for right now. You want more and you probably deserve it. So do what you got to do. Let this one go. Steve?
I don't understand the confusion. Shirley said it. He told you at the beginning. See, here, let me help you understand something. You 57, very attractive, widow, started back to dating 4 years ago. 4 years ago. After you gave yourself time to deal with the loss of your husband, meaning your husband passed. Then about a year ago, you met this man at a bar, right there. Most 50-year-old people don't really meet nice people at bars no more. That just ain't the stomping ground normally. Unless you run up into an old businessman that's on an old business trip, and there's other people at the bars who know to go to the bars for such a evening, and those are called girls. Anyway, he told me that you was gorgeous, and he'd love to take you to dinner. So on the first date, you were hooked. See, now right there, you said on the first date I was hooked. On what? Y'all just ate. But let me tell you what. He told me he was looking for a deep sexual connection, and whoever he was with, he would treat like a queen. Here's what you heard. Treat like a queen. he did that. But let me help you understand something before we go to break. When a man tells you that he wants a deep sexual connection, what deep sexual connection actually means is no other connection. When a man says, I want a deep sexual connection, parentheses, no other connection is what that means. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Subject, I'm too old for these games. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite play cousin Junior. Listen, computer systems in cars are the new normal, but the advanced tech like touchscreen displays and sensors are expensive to fix if and when they break. That's why you need CarShield. CarShield has affordable monthly protection plans that can save you thousands for a covered repair, including computers, GPS, electronics, and a whole lot more. With rates as low as $99 a month, you have nothing to lose. Call 800-CAR-6000 and mention code JUNIOR or visit carshield.com and use code JUNIOR to save 10%. A deductible may apply.
All right, Steve, come on, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter subject. I'm too old for these games.
It's not a game, ma'am. You weren't listening. It's sad to say, but a lot of people don't listen. You're 57, very attractive widow. You started dating again. You met this man at a bar. He was really nice. He told you were gorgeous. He'd love to take me to dinner. You went on your first date. I was hooked. One date, bam, you gone. You was gone on the first day. He told me he was looking for a deep sexual connection, and whoever he was with, he would treat like a queen. You heard whoever he was with, he would treat like a queen. You ignored the deep sexual connection and what he wanted. He was clear that whoever he got up with to have this deep sexual connection, that he would treat you like a queen. So on your second date, I went to his home, or should I say estate. I don't know what that means, but okay, lady. He has a very plush lifestyle and 3 luxury cars. So you in the garage, you looking at some satin sheets, you sitting on a velvet couch, and you looking at gold trim on the woodwork. So after that, he had dinner, he had a private chef, and we made love. Just like that. 2 damn plates of food. Took you to dinner, brought you to his house, your ass was naked. You would have slept with him the first night, because you was hooked then. But you waited 2 nights. Woo! Oh girl, you made him earn it. He let me know that he would cater to all your wants and needs and take me on many adventures. The man so far has not lied. Next week, he invited me to travel overseas. Better quit going with them trips. It's Corona. Next week, he invited me to travel overseas with him on a business trip. Since we met, you've been on several deluxe trips. What is a deluxe trip? What is that? We've been on several deluxe trips.
First class, everything.
No.
Everything top notch.
You might be right.
What is it, Jay?
What
is a deluxe trip?
It's a big trip. It's a huge, it's like you say you're gonna take a trip, but it's bigger than that.
Oh, okay, bigger. So they was on a big plane, and they was up front in first class in the big chairs. Right. All right. And I'm treated like a princess when we together. He's 63 years old and divorced. So I thought he was interested in building a great relationship with me. Where did that thought come from, ma'am? Because he said he was looking for a deep sexual connection, parentheses, which means no other connections, and he told you he'd treat you like a queen. You thought being treated like a queen was a relationship. No, he was just going to give you some things, take you on some deluxe trips and stuff like that. That's all it was. He must have felt that I was getting too caught up, so he set me down one day, then let me know that our arrangement only works if I know my place. He said I should stay beautiful, be ready to travel, and always ready to satisfy him sexually, because he wants a deep sexual connection, and he likes it from you because you're an attractive woman, and he treats you like a queen. I was so hurt and upset. He gave me no signs that he was an old player. Listen to me. He's not an old player. He told you exactly what was up front. Here's the news that you don't know. You are one of several.
Uh-oh.
You're not the one. You're one of several. The reason he's so smooth with the presentation is because he's made this presentation several times. And it has worked. He finds attractive women who are lonely like you, and he subdues them for sex, for deep sexual connections. Yeah. That's all he wanted from you. In return, he treats you very well, so he thought. He put you in the pocket, that's all. Yeah. You just got put in the pocket. It's a lot of y'all out there. You ain't the only one, but you thought that he wanted to be building a great relationship with you. That's what he told you. Now, I've fallen for him, and I don't want to stop seeing him. Should I take what I can get at my age, or should I end this and forget those great trips? Hold up. Are you talking in circles? Because everything you're saying just gets back to still seeing him. First of all, lady, let's just be real. You're not going to stop seeing him. No. Because you just said, I don't want to stop seeing him.
Deluxe trips.
Should I take what I can get at my age? Don't put this on your age. It's just what you want to take because you like it. Or should I end this and forget those great trips? Lady, I can't tell you what to do. But he's not building any further relationship with you. And I want to remind you that men don't give promotions. When we want you as the one, you start at number one. We don't do promotions. I'm sorry, man.
Don't forget. Amen. Don't forget to check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, the Democratic debate will happen this Sunday, but there will be a few changes. We'll tell you about those right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, the Sunday night debate, the Democratic debate, the first to feature former Vice President Joe Biden and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders head-to-head, will now move from Arizona to CNN studios in Washington, D.C. The debate will be held at CNN studio, will not have a live audience. Univision anchor Jorge Ramos has decided to no longer moderate the debate because he said, he's so handsome, because he said he was in proximity with someone who was in direct contact with a person who tested positive for the coronavirus. Wow. Yeah.
With no audience?
No audience.
So they don't have anyone to play to.
Same lies.
Trust what you say then.
It's going to be, listen, it's going to be the same promises that they do every time. And then, until we get control of the Senate as a Democrat, ain't nothing going to happen. Especially what Bernie Sanders is pushing for. I mean, I respect the guy. I love his thoughts. But what he's talking about happening, it cannot happen in the United States of America. Not anytime soon.
And when you connect socialists with what you believe, and a democratic socialist, you haven't picked a team. So when you win, what are you going to represent, socialist or Democrat? I mean, which one? It's confusing.
Bernie Sanders cannot beat Donald Trump.
No, you can't.
Nope.
In my
That's
opinion.
the most important thing.
Yeah.
That's the most
just
important
my
thing right
opinion.
now, Steve.
Yeah.
Everybody knows
It's mine too. Yeah.
Everybody know it, right?
And Bernie Sanders, he's got to know that. Come on.
I don't know nothing.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. And we need effective leadership. This coronavirus and all this that this country is going through right now. I mean, the world, what we're going through.
And Biden,
the most powerful country, we don't have a leader right now. It's
Ain't Obama
and
down
Biden
the street
is
in DC?
looking,
Can he
especially
at
in
least
his
fix this
commercials,
outbreak?
more and more presidential to me. Yeah. What'd you say, Tommy?
Hey, don't Mr. Barack Obama, don't he live down the street from D.C.? Can't he at least fix this little problem we got right now with this? You can't call him for nothing, huh?
No.
I know he ain't.
No.
Want some help?
Hell no, because they're going to blame him for that too. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I just know he can fix it. That's all.
The current administration that was put in the White House needs to do the things that they're supposed to do. And that's to give the general public correct, valid information, points of contact, and what to do.
He don't know what to do.
Well, okay.
Well, they voted him in.
I'm just going to quarantine my own ass.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll continue this discussion right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so when we left off, Tommy was asking, couldn't President Obama step in and just fix it a little bit, help us out,
Just come
help
out
a
of
brother
retirement
out.
for us. Yeah, just out of retirement for just a hot second. Just fix this for us. That's all I want.
No. Won't be able to do it.
Like Steve said, they'll blame him for it if things don't go right. They'll figure out a way to blame this whole coronavirus
so many things anyway.
on him. Yeah.
But he had a task force set up before he left, and Trump got rid of it.
He got rid of all
because
of that.
Obama set it
It
up.
had his name on it. You're right. Everything.
Anything.
Yep. That's why he got rid of it. Yeah.
Well, I will say this. To me, I don't know. Joe Biden is looking more and more presidential. Every time I see a new commercial, every time he steps to the podium, I like that, you know.
And he cussing too, Shirley. See, he cussing. When you're cussing, you're comfortable.
Yeah, he is. I really think
your appearance is a
he
lot.
can beat
The
him.
way you look is a lot, and Bernie he just don't look. Like, you know,
He looks disheveled.
he just don't
disheveled.
look. He looks disheveled. He just does.
Like his ass been up all night cooking.
Right.
Man.
Right.
Cooking.
Man.
Trying to get all these people coming over, and I'm trying to get these greens ready.
Right. He doesn't look like a guy. He doesn't look like a guy that lays his stuff out at night. No, all right, wait till they see this.
Man.
He's not that guy. That's just not
No,
him.
he's not that guy.
Now, I don't
but
know
that's
we should
his.
hope for a
some
guy
pe-
like that, but that's who he is, right?
Yeah, no, he got
but
her
some
shoes
people
on.
like that look.
Yeah.
Some people like that look, and they feel like they can trust that look better than a guy, you know, who's suited and booted and everything.
He's
so
never used
Just
the
like
phrase.
he's been working.
He's never used the
Yeah.
phrase. He's never used the phrase. Do these two things go together? Do these go together?
honey, will you lay out my clothes?
honey, what you think? No.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
So
I
much
just
like
really
that.
think that the DNC, after this next big election, this next one right here, cancel all these debates, tell Bernie it's a wrap. The DNC has to get here. And the money is on Joe Biden, because if he gets a bunch of delegates on this next big one, ain't no need of going through this fight. Forget all these debates and stuff.
But Bernie
Let's
ain't gonna
get
stop
geared
though.
up.
But you know,
Let's
yeah.
get geared up to fight the real problem, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Bernie-
And I agree with you, but I just don't see Bernie Sanders
He's not gonna stop.
bowing down, bowing
But-
out.
well-
I just don't see that, Steve.
Well,
I hate
the
that.
DNC
You know,
needs
but
to do
I
like they do in baseball. You know how they walk out to the mound and they go, "Give me the ball." Just-
When they tell
give me
him
the ball.
Over to
they whisper to that picture.
And they wait.
Hey, you did your best, kid.
But remember when
Hey, you
Hillary
did good.
won, he didn't even send his delegates and his people over
Right,
to
over to
support
Hillary.
her.
Yeah.
You know, that was sour
Well,
grapes
they're not
on
gonna go.
his
They're not gonna
part.
go for that this year. He
Yeah.
gonna have to do that this year.
Well, but
Hey, keep the
that's
people
what
in
I'm
line.
saying. The DNC has to get involved and get real active here, because game is up. This is March. We're not going to be playing this all the way out to June and July, because we only got 3 months after that. Go in there. If he doesn't do well in this next election, which it doesn't look like he's going to do, bye-bye, Mr. American Pie. And let's go and get his thing to Biden, and let's get behind this man and go get this White House back.
Yeah, Biden has 881 delegates. Bernie has 725. You need
You got
about
Florida and Atlanta and Georgia and all that coming up, which he's not strong
1900.
in.
What is it?
Yeah.
How many you need,
yeah,
Carla?
you need about 1900, like Shirley said, 1,991.
It's like when your parents put you out
To get the
tell you,
nomination.
Go get your stuff, gather your things up, and get your ass out of here. That's what they do.
I didn't get that.
When they come pick you up.
Democratic
I didn't get that.
convention need to act like United Airlines when they ask your ass to step off the plane.
Oh, God. Man.
If you don't bring your ass out that seat, United Airlines got something for your ass.
Oh, man.
That's
Who are you
how we
talking to
need
me?
to handle it.
All right, coming up, more music, trending topics, and headlines at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. All right.
Shirley,
Steve.
this is what I think ought to happen. The Democratic Committee, the DNC, if Bernie Sanders does not do well in this upcoming primary, this next big one with all the southern states.
Oh, and Ohio was in it too, Steve. Big
Right.
delegates in Ohio.
Make a call. Make a call. Now, people are saying Bernie Sanders is not going to just drop out the race. My suggestion is for then, the Democratic National Committee should act like United Airlines. And they should make an announcement. Bernie Sanders, please gather your belongings and come to the front of the plane.
That's when they put you off, partner.
Bernie Sanders, identify yourself, gather your belongings, and come to the front of the plane. I'm not going to ask your ass no more. Bernie Sanders, gather your damn things and bring your old ass up to the front of this plane. I'll be there. Bernie, if you don't get your ass to the front of the plane, go in the back and get Bernie.
We got to drag him
Go
now.
get him. Go get him.
Oh, no.
And treat him like United Airlines do when you don't bring your ass to the front of that plane. That's all we do.
All right, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up with some trending news at 33 minutes after the hour, right after
Mr.
this.
Sanders, to bring your ass to the...
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Jay, you are here, over there.
here.
You're here, but you're over there.
Stand
Yeah.
over there. Don't come
Arms-
too close.
yeah.
Nobody comes close to nobody.
Yeah. So what do you have? You have some things that your mate might do to get on your
If you're going
nerves
to
if you
be
have to be
locked
quarantined?
up with your mate for a while, whatever they do is going to get on your nerves. So I got about 10. I'm going to do 5, and then y'all come on in. Because I know y'all got some. I'm going to read a couple.
I don't have any.
You got some. You trust me, you'll get some.
You
Number
got
1,
some.
could
You
you
might know what-
stop?
yeah.
Could you just please stop sitting down all the damn time? Every time I look at you, you're sitting. Just stop it.
What you want him to do?
Just,
I'm
I mean,
just
it's
here.
getting on my nerve. Please, here's another one. Every time I look up, you're sitting somewhere. You're just sitting. Number 2, here we go, another one. Could you stop breathing so hard? I mean, please.
Really?
I hear it. It's getting on my nerves.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's on your nerve.
Yeah. Getting on my nerves. Now, here's another one. Things that will get on your nerves when you're in cabin fever with your mate. Could you stop chewing so damn loud? Do you have to chew so loud? Do you really?
Well, your nerves are bad.
Could you do something with your hair? Just because we can't go out don't mean you can't. I mean, damn. I mean, just because we can't
I'm
go
sick.
nowhere.
I don't have any energy.
You can't
You do
walk
something with your
around
hair.
fixed up and making yourself presentable. I mean,
No.
please. Okay. All right, there's one more. Then y'all come in. I got one more.
Cool.
This ain't the only TV in the house. Do you have
Come on,
to
boy.
be in here?
Thank you, Jay.
Under
Man.
me.
Is
That's
it
it
necessary?
right there.
Man.
Is it necessary? We got 17 TVs in here. Why are
That's
you
why
in
you've been
here?
divorced 10 times.
Go ahead.
I'm going to
Go ahead.
sleep
Go ahead.
upstairs. Can you sleep downstairs?
Go ahead.
All right? I ain't got to see you. You ain't got to see me. Thank you.
These are things your mate might do.
Yeah.
Steve,
To
I
get
know
on your
you
nerves.
want one. I know you
All
want
right,
one.
dear.
See?
I am tired of hearing this water. Will you stop washing your damn hands?
But I gotta wash my hands.
Just water, 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 water. That's all I'm hearing. Quit washing your damn hands.
Things your mate might do to get on your nerves.
Come on. I mean, man, they said we was quarantined. They said we was quarantined. They didn't say we had to be hungry. Is you gonna cook anything? What is we in here for? They said we was quarantined, not starving.
Why is he looking at me?
Damn. Just turn it on. See if it works.
Before. All right, coming up, our last break of the day.
It's the last break of the day.
And some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey at 49 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, last break of the day.
It is the last break of the day.
You're fired.
I don't know what. You don't never know what old people be
I'm
doing.
Team J now. You're not going to fire him now.
You don't know what
Just
old
did.
I'll get him to
people that
speed
just
his
do a
lines
rap.
up, but you ain't going to fire him now.
Okay, well, work with him. Work with your team members.
He's tired. He's been doing Tyler Perry stuff. He got 800 shows he done shot. Leave him alone.
That's Mr. Perry. Mr.
Perry,
to
I'm
you.
sorry. Oh my God, I messed that up. Mr. Perry, I'm sorry.
Anyway, it's been a good Friday.
Yeah, that's
You guys
that's
be
why
careful
you
out
ain't
there.
got nothing with him, Tommy. You ain't learned how to do it. Jay learned how to do it. He in series
I
and
did
everything.
a film. I did a film. I did a sitcom too. He'll call. When he got something, he will call.
Yeah.
Now don't mess that up to say something now and then. He gonna, I'm done with time.
I mean, you know a lot of
what
great
I'm gonna
work,
say-
Tommy, but
I've been trying to help your ass for 50 years.
Is this going to be the closing remark? Me?
It could be. It really could be. Except we don't have enough time. So let's just do the one I got in mind. All right, y'all. Today I just want to remind you all of something. In light of everything that's going on, I mean, look, you can't cut the television set on without hearing about this virus. There's no way around. Every sports show, it's all about the virus. Every news channel, it's the virus. All of it. Now, is this real? You better believe it is 100% real. Is it blown out of proportion? I don't think so. I think we have a real situation here. I think it's a very, very real situation. When people who are in the money-making business postpone the business of making money, anybody that's not in the money-making business, you need to pay full attention to what's going on here. Because when people in large corporations, when you see Fortune 500 businesses and companies making moves to get workers to work from home, stopping conferences, closing down events that have been going on for years, when the NBA closes, when March Madness is called off, the trickle-down effect is astronomical in the terms of money. Once you shut down March Madness, I can't tell you the billion-dollar revenue from television, Las Vegas, the betting, the bookies, the things, the events, the hotels, the cities. It's just huge, man. And as I'm picturing all of this and I'm hearing rumors about what may happen and how America should cope with it, and as you look towards your leadership for guidance and your city officials for what to do, I'm hearing so many mixed emotions about how to handle it, what you can do, what's available, what's not available. The one thing that keeps me really, really cool in all of this, and it's just a suggestion, this is just a closing remark that is my opinion. So please don't be offended if you don't share my opinion, because everybody has a right to have their own. The thing that keeps me cool through all of this is I have a relationship with God. And I know for a fact that no matter what happens to me, that no matter what situation I end up having to face and deal with, based on my prior experience, based on my prior things and challenges that I've had to face that I've somehow miraculously, sometimes unbeknownst to how I did it myself, because it really wasn't me who did it, I have found through all of those past experiences that my relationship with God clearly has allowed me to survive some unthinkable situations. As big as this virus is, I bet you all can think of something far more traumatic that has happened in your life if you over 30 years old. Hell, if you 20 really and you got good sense, I bet you can think of something right now that has been far more catastrophic for you so far than the news of this virus. And if you can think of something more catastrophic that has happened to you or you've had to cope with, let me ask you this question. Didn't God get you through that? Of course he did. You know how I can answer the question? Because if you're sitting here listening to my voice, he done got you through something. And anything that you haven't gotten through, you're currently being pulled through it right now. That's why you got your radio on. That's why you got your app on. Man, the comfort in all of this for me and mine just happens to be my faith. Whatever your faith is, it's powerful, man. Faith is powerful. Don't ever lose the faith. Don't ever downplay the importance of faith in times of trouble, because that's when most people find it anyway. Sad to say, but we wait until we're in trouble to find out how good faith really is. That's why I try to have conversations with him on a daily basis, just in case something come up like this. When I talk to him, he's heard from me before. This is a good time for all of us to remember some of the challenges that we've gone through in our lifetime and realize that the God we serve, that the God we honor, will be there to help us through this too. It's not to say don't follow what science is saying, don't follow what medical people say. Please pay attention to what your Center for Disease Control is saying, and pay attention to all the rules and use common sense. And after that, we got God. And that's pretty cool to me. Those are my closing remarks. And guess what? Have yourself a good weekend. I told you. Bye.
It's here.
It's here, baby.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.